There are those who don't know and don't know that they don't know. Welcome to Analyze It with Phil.
Analyze It with Phil.
Because there are those who don't know and know that they don't know, they are willing. Teach them. This show allows you to share opinions on cross-cutting issues around your communities.
After receiving the report, our officers moved in and apprehended the suspect.
And share breaking news in your communities that you would like our news desk to cover.
Zambia confirmed its first two COVID-19 cases on Wednesday.
There are those who know and know that they know. For breaking news, get in touch with our newsroom on 0764 170300. That's 0764 170300. Christian Nation FM, we pray and inform you.
A special welcome on a beautiful Monday, the 29th of June 2020, to Analyze It with a Phil. And today on the program, I'm joined by a special guest, Mr. Kelvin Chisanga. Mr. Chisanga, welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you so much, Philip.
Okay.
Good morning, listeners.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
So, Mr. Chisanga is a communication specialist as well as an entrepreneur, and is also CEO of inet.com Business Solutions Zambia Limited. And quickly, let's get into the program. Today, we are looking at the 30 million kwacha approved by government, empowerment fund approved by government. So, Mr. Chisanga, sir.
Yes.
To those that might not know about this fund.
Okay. I'll start explaining by trying to go back a little bit in regard to what has been happening in the economy. Of course, we understand that there has been this disturbances in terms of economic activities where we have actually hit ourselves with the COVID-19. Of which this COVID-19 has actually brought a lot of issues. One of the issues that we have actually seen that there has been low uptake in terms of economic activities. Yeah, so with that background, a lot of people actually have been sitting at home, and they haven't been so much of active in terms of making some money, and also trying to do a lot of business here and there. So now, it's against this background where the government came in. Actually, of course, it has so much of controversial side of it as well.
Okay.
Of course, if you just reflect back a little bit, you find that people are even questioning to say, is it something that is also politically attacked?
Okay.
Yes.
And to those that might not know, is it just for the youths, or there's a specific group of youths that have been...
Yeah, it has been very unfortunately because the pronunciation has also been tagged in a very different segmented part of it, where the announcement came in to say that this money is for the artists, youth. Yes, yeah.
Okay, what kind of artists are we talking about? Is it the musical artists, or maybe those artists that we do make artifacts in Livingstone, Mfuwe, or?
Well, it's categorically cutting for everyone who is actually in the youth sector. I mean, in the artist category, of which the specific section hasn't been done so well. Yes, so it has been left hanging actually. So that's why now we need a lot of answers from there as well.
Okay, so looking at the fact that it has been given to artists, one might be wondering, is it because of their influence they have as artists, that's why they ought to be empowered, or what's your take on that? Well,
from the look of things, it's most like it is something that just come to shut some of the youths who are actually artistic in nature, because they actually had to see that probably it will bring a lot of spiller effect to other youths, as we see that a certain section of youths were protesting, so it was going to be a bushfire of some sort from the things.
Okay, and for you coming from a communications background, can we call the coming of this empowerment fund something to do with the influence of issues of communication, social media, so to say?
Yes, somehow yes, because social media has got a different aspect of effect, of which we actually saw that a lot of people were globalizing, to just see how best they can, create that sort of like mob psychology of some sort. Yeah, so I would say it is something that has been attached with the influence.
Okay.
Yeah.
So should going forward, should we see such empowerments coming through just after maybe there's some sort of can I say a bit of lack of popularity coming through?
It shouldn't be in that sense because in one way or the other, such kind of empowerment should be attached with the an assessment of a budgetary allocation, of which if it came like the way it has come, I think it has raised a lot of questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and looking at the fact that most of the businesses has been paralyzed due to the effects of COVID-19. So these people that are going to benefit from the 30 million empowerment fund from government, the artists, so to say, how can they make use of the ICT to grow their businesses that they might want to venture into?
Well, this time digital marketing or digital platforms, it's actually one of the key factor which one can make use of. Of course, it will be a tricky thing for the artists to actually use the online facilities to make money out of it. Of course, the aspect that not until the whole economy is stabilized, maybe that's when they can even be full good use of this money. Yeah, otherwise it will just end up into consumption.
Okay.
Yes.
And as looking at the fact that you are also running a campaign called iConnect, and you, in one of your articles, you've been coming out to say COVID-19 requires a smart partnership. How are you going to partner with these people in as much as issues to do with business is concerned?
Well, the best partnership that can be created into this, if at all I was given, or the company or our outfit was given an opportunity to work with, would ensure that we actually help them with digital integrated digital marketing communication strategies. Yes.
Integrated digital marketing strategies. So
yes.
At iConnect, what are you offering there?
We've got a variety of services. We are into supplying of advertising services. We do communication services. We do PR services as well. We do a couple of services that we can offer to communication needs.
Okay.
Yeah.
In case you're just joining us, you are listening to Analyze It with Field, and today on the program I'm joined by a special guest, Mr. Kelvin Chisanga, who is an entrepreneur as well as a communication specialist. So today we are discussing the 30 million Kwacha Empowerment Fund as approved by government. Okay, so we'll be allowing you, our dear listeners, to call in and participate in the program, and the numbers that can get you through to the studio is 0960 248915, 0960 248915, or 0777760811, 0777760811. You are listening to Analyze It with Phil, with me, your presenter, Chisalo Philip. Don't touch that button. Stay tuned to Christian Nation FM as we get to discuss this program. Okay, Mr. Tsanga.
Yes, sir.
Again, now, to be specific, what form of businesses do you think these people that will be able to benefit from the fund can venture into, looking at issues to do with communications? You know what is trending at the moment.
Well, there are quite a lot of services that can be mentioned into looking at the current situation in the economy. Of course, it's just now opening up. Obviously, we'll see that the tourism sector or hospitality industry, is also going to actually come up. So we've got a number of things that they can actually invest into. They can invest into, craft. They can invest into new productions. They can invest into, centralization of information. Maybe say, for example, what is happening right now with the occurrence of COVID-19. They can try to put messages across and all those things. Yes.
Okay, and. For quite some time, the youths have been complaining, and they've been thinking of at least being empowered. So we can say their thoughts have become seed, and they are reaping what they've been sowing at the moment.
Yeah.
But don't you think it would have sufficed if the empowerment was to come faced to those youths that are not that are just starting up? Because most of the artists they are in those luxurious life, and once they benefit from this empowerment fund, they will just maybe try to maintain that level of life that they lead.
Yeah, first of all, Philip, you must understand that there is also another aspect that we actually have to take into consideration. If you come with me along and see quite what I'm trying to trace here, you'll be able to understand. The aspect of youths, I think if you look at the concept where one is talking of empowering the youth, we should also look at what type of youth categories.
Yeah.
Yes, because some of the people that have made it in music, or some of the people that have made it in art, as artists, are not basically youth as per se. They have got a different category altogether. Yeah. So if they target was to look at people that have actually got upcoming skills, those who are just coming into the system, I think it would have made sense. But looking at what they are trying to target, or what is being targeted as a band of the youth, I think it's a long target as per se. Then looking at also what you have just mentioned, we've got a very huge number of youths that are not actually employed, and also those that have got actually viable projects that can be helped with, so that they can help also to resuscitate the economy. Because the band of the youth that we have, or rather the economy, is in such a way that it's got a huge number of youths that have got progressive ideas which can actually help this nation. And if you also follow with me, we find that the youth that we have in Zambia, a huge number of them, if you were to be productive, would make more money and would at least sustain our economy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for that thought, Mr. Chisanga. Christian Nation FM, it is 106.5, and in case you're just tuning in, you are listening to Analyze It with Phil, the program that gives you an insight on cross-cutting issues affecting the country, as well as it gives you an opportunity to share news ideas that you would love our newsroom to cover. So the numbers that can make you through to the studios is 0960248915. And today we are discussing the issue of the newly approved 30 million Kwacha Empowerment Fund by government for the artists. What's your take? What do you understand about that? Did you know that it is just for the artists, or it was just for youths? So let's get to hear those comments coming through on 0777 760811 0777 760811. And today in the studios, I'm joined by a special guest, Mr. Kelvin Chisanga, who is a communication specialist as well as a renowned entrepreneur. Okay, so welcome back to the program, Mr. Tsanga. We've talked much about those that have been empowered. How about an ordinary youth that has not received that empowerment? How can they make themselves relevant in this COVID-19 pandemic?
Well, though, before I go straight into answering what models or modalities they can use to make themselves relevant during this prevailing situation of economic nature, I would love to say that there are so many things that the youth can play around in this economy. Of course, we've actually heard of a 10 million Zambian Kwacha stimulus package, which is actually with the Bank of Zambia, of which if any youth in this nation has a viable, bankable project, can do a proposal or do R&D blueprint, which is basically a proposal to push through to any of the banks or microfinance around, of which that can really help them as well if they have a saleable project.
Okay, so as a communication specialist, how are you ensuring that the youths get to know about how they can access such monies, because it has been pronounced, but there's a lot of people, they don't know about it. A lot of youths, they don't know about it.
Well, if you look at the objective of communications, from my own view, I think the promoters of this facility are not doing much, and it has become more of just a mere statement compared to making this reality. So I think there is a need for the stakeholders that are involved into this to actually close-cut information across.
Okay, yeah. So we have a text message there from Esther Mwinga from 15 miles. She says, I'm just starting to keep village chickens.
Okay.
How can I be helped with the 30 million?
Unfortunately, this has been categorized. The 30 million has been categorized to just benefit the artist. So it will be a very tricky thing even for me to answer that. But all the same, I can advise Esther to actually, do a proposal of some sort and approach one of these banks which could have access to the 10 billion stimulus package.
Okay, what does Esther have to carry out with? She's just starting a home business of keeping a village chicken. Do they need anything that can show that you've been in the industry or you've been doing businesses, or?
I'm sure if you look at the requirements, there could be some issues to do with such statutory requirements where you have a PACRA, you have a ZLI, and all those things. And obviously, even if you haven't been in the industry for some time, I'm sure you can have an opportunity for you to actually access the money as long as your project is bankable and it's showing some quantifiable, thoughts in terms of profits. Yeah, I'm sure it's something that you can work out for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Christian Nation FM, it is you are listening to Analyze It with Phil. We hope you'll be able to benefit from this program, looking at the fact that there is a lot of information gap among the members of the public in as much as the 30 million Youth Empowerment Fund is concerned. What do you know about it? In the studios, we are joined by Mr. Kelvin Chisanga, who is a communications specialist and an entrepreneur, is trying to help us understand. So you, our dear listeners, you can come through and participate in the program by calling the numbers 0960-248915. 0960-2489. Those are the numbers that can get you into the studios, and the other number is 0777760811. 0777760811. So the 30 million empowerment fund has been given to the artists. How about an ordinary youth? Christian Nation FM, it is, let's keep interacting. You are listening to Analyze It with Phil. So we are saying the youths have been crying for that empowerment, and finally they've been granted a 30 million kwacha empowerment fund by government. So how then can we make this money to get used? Let's get to hear this comment. Hello, good morning.
Mkwai bashuka shana mkwai wa mai.
Mkwai na ukashibuna. Wene ndei kushina itashani.
Mkwai.
Mumpande kwa mano pantungana tumempia shia mletisha blessing tashifiko komuli.
Oh, but today kona program imbi twalami tuminanga ngayapwa. Hello? Ati tulikona program imbi twalami tuminanga yapwa program kwa.
Okay, Jesus.
Okay. Okay, so in case you're just joining us, you're listening to Analyze It with Phil on Christian Nation FM, the only radio station that prays for the nation. And today we are discussing the 30 million empowerment fund. Get to share your views out. What you know about the empowerment fund, and why only the artists? So the numbers that can get you through to the studios is 0960-248915. 0960-248915. 0777760811. Okay, so Mr. Tsanga, as we discuss issues with, okay, let's just get to pick this call and hear this one. Hello?
Hello?
Good morning.
Mukamba Njovu ku garden.
Atmanda?
Mukamba na Mr. Njovu ku garden.
Okay.
Garden Kanere.
Yes, Njovu.
Yeah, so hii program utaendera then na radio yanu timbera buna mene mshira ma program ya kaena.
Okay.
So kwamba pamoja patikania youth empowerment. So manje sura tipasa bwanje sisi mkomboni wazati pasa bwanje wazati ganisa bwanje mundrama mene mkomboni wazati wanako bwanje.
Okay.
So manje muzambo kupata bwanje ndrama kuti walionsa chemo benefit itakayitina mashop manje tataka business yenda bwino at least akatatoka ngono tingaiteko at least.
Okay.
Scom.
Okay, Scom Banjov. So, Mr. Tsanga, you've heard Mr. Njovu. They are coming through, and it's very evident that there's a lot of information gap among the members of the public.
That's very true.
So, I think you can just respond to him.
Well, Mr. Njovu, as we have just been talking, or even just from the way the government came out, this money, the 30 million Zambian kwacha, it's meant for the artist. When it comes for the business, I think there is what they are calling stimulus package, which is actually coming from the Bank of Zambia, which is amounting to about 10 million Zambian kwacha. Yeah. So how this 10 million Zambian kwacha can actually be accessed? If you are in business, you are facing challenges, it's basically for you to just draw up a proposal of some sort and approach any bank that has accessed that money, then you definitely access that money as well. Yeah.
Okay. I think I should believe Mr. Njovu there has benefited from that explanation. Okay, so you can also come through the numbers as 0960248915, 0960248915, 0777760811. Christian Nation FM it is, and today on Analyze It with Phil, we are discussing the 30 million empowerment package that has been released for the artists. So our findings at Christian Nation FM, when we interviewed most of the youths, it seemed as though they do not know about this empowerment fund, and they thought it was catering for all the youths, but in the actual sense, it is for the artists. So the questions remains, but why only for the artists again?
Okay, yeah, you know, obviously everyone will actually have to question this, because the way it has come as an haphazard kind of plan, you know, and also obviously people are asking to say, could it be?
Okay, I'm afraid you just have to hold your thought. Let's just get to pick this call.
Hello, Mwaka Bwanji.
Bwino Mwaka Bwanji.
Now, ndina Elizabeth ntumbira kugalinga.
Mkwae.
Iyo program ya mayuthi, drama za mayuthi zo yoneka nchintu chovuta ngako. Chifukwa it depends mwanenerawo kambati izi drama ngati wapereka paper ku banki iliyonse yamene inachita access. So muntu angaziwe bwanji kuti ndekani nipereke kuli banki kapena yezi inachita access, because just mwamene vechitira release izo drama ndiye mwakufunikira kubasita inform mayuthi kuti ku banki yaso na yaso wakuthandize njira yaso.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so before you get to respond to that, maybe I can just read this text message, which says, good morning, I have a brother who is into art. He has made a lot of artifacts, but has no funds for putting up a gallery or business center. My question is, how can he access the funds? Messi Party there from Garden House. Okay, Christian FM it is, so let's keep interacting in the studios. I'm joined by Mr. Kelvin Chisanga, who is a communication specialist as well as an entrepreneur and a CEO for inet.com Business Solutions Zambia Limited. So we are discussing the 30 million empowerment fund as approved by government. Mr. Tsanga, I think you can now respond to the questions that have come through.
Okay, the first question, though I can't just remember very well the name of this lady who called from Kanyama or Kalingalinga.
Kalingalinga.
Yes. Each and every bank or every microfinancing company, I'm sure if you've got a link between, let's say, for example, Finca or AB Bank, if you know you have been dealing with them, maybe on the basis of you having a current account or saving account, or even just simply a loan in the previous deals with them, probably what you could have done, madam, is to go and find out if those people have accessed the money, of which from the top of my mind I know that Finca at the moment they are not dispensing any money. So what I'm trying to say now is that you could also just try to find out to say, look, as your bank or as your company accessed this money from Bank of Zambia. If they haven't, then it will entail that they cannot do anything for you. Similarly, when it comes also for a traditional bank or any commercial bank, you can also ask them if it's Stanbic, if it's Zanaco, ask them. You take a personal effort to go and ask them. So maybe I would even come back now on the other flip of the side to say that's where now information is lacking, because there hasn't been so much information cutting across the consumers within the banking sector. Yeah. Okay. Now, then coming back to the one who's got a brother. Yeah. This man, as it is meant for artists. If you're an artist and you want to put your house in order, or you have already made some milestone movements here and there, I think it would be better for you to wait, because there will be a launch that will take place for this money. There is a Mount Sectoral committee that has been set up, which has comprises of Minister of Youth, Sport and whatever it is. Then there is also
Trade and Commerce.
Then there is also
the Citizen Economic Empowerment.
Yes, which is actually into Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry. Yes. So once they set up a date, I'm sure they will be able to announce this, and it will now be clearly understood what they are meant to do with this money, or which category of artists they're targeting.
Okay, interesting. I hope, Madam Messi, there you've gotten the point from Mr. Kelvin. So we have a caller on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Emkwa. Vafiri punachira fuku ipsha.
Emkwa.
Ngavaranda varelanda ati ide support ama artist, isn't it? So ama artist ni avafi ava drawing, if you are drawing anango avabe na avabe mbabonsa.
Okay.
It was like us come kwai.
Emkwa then ara ipsha mbibili pusha futinga banja apsa mkwai.
Chibai pusha. Okay, but balechta bonsa artist either about drawing nango avabe music. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do, because Emkwa.
No, my name is Sangwati. I'm one of them. So how can you help me?
It's not me to help you as per se, but I'll put the information across to say they are planning to launch this fund. I'm sure anytime soon they will communicate.
Okay.
Okay. Ati ni wani tuwashanda na wena mkwa?
Ni wachimfwembe.
Wachimfwembe tuwatasha sana.
Tuwatasha sana mchimfwembe.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So in case you're just joining us, you're listening to Christian Nation FM Anlyse with a few, and the government has approved a 30 million kwacha empowerment fund for the artists, which will be soon, it is soon to be launched in Lusaka. So before the launch, we have to ensure that as we pray, we inform, so that as you are praying, you make that informed decision. So let's get to pick this call. Hello?
Hello,
Mwaka Bwanjwa Deborah. Okay.
Program sahihi. Aso ile nilikuwa na question.
Okay.
Nambela yo drama ni ama artist sabe.
Emkwa.
Manje nanga bajo mine bali ma artist. Bazo chika kwanza help.
awe tuaumva mkwai tualanya asuka mkwai.
Hello.
Nam kwa tana chimbi chipusho.
Bazacha bwadi leo twajamile twali maati.
Mkwai tualaba suka mkwai. Mkwai, thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much, Father Deborah, for coming through.
Yes. So